Hey everyone, welcome back to Joshua All Trades, and in today's video I will be going over the process I went through to restore this old blacksmithing post vise. That includes forging a new spring as well as forging these new keepers, so hope you enjoy. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't record this in a way conducive to YouTube, but you can see here what I started with was pretty rusty, crusty, and gross, and had to start by getting it taken apart and soaking stuff with WD-40 to break bolts loose like you can see here. But what I do skip to is some cleaned up parts with the wire brush and a coat of WD-40, and this is exactly the process that I went through for that on the other large piece here. Alright, so this vise is missing the opening spring as well as the wedges to hold the mounting plate in place. So I'm going to fire up the forge and make some. Alright, so luckily I have a vise that has a style of locking feature, so I can use these as templates to make new ones. Alright, so now all we got to do is get a spring forged out to open these jaws when you loosen the handle. I'm basing this off of another vise that I have, but this is a bar of 5160 from Ron Richardson. Gonna get that forged out, and then we're gonna make some wedges to hold it to the mount. So I'm gonna get the forge fired up, and we'll get to forging.
Hi, Lily. Happy birthday, little girl. You a good girl. You a good girl. You a good girl. All right.
All right. I'm super happy with that. Look at that. Heck yeah. I think that'll do just nicely. It's ever so slightly off this way, but like less than a dime. I'm not concerned with that at all. If you are like misaligned this way, in a coal forge, you can heat up the this part of the shank, leave it in there, but then screw it all back together or close it together. Wherever it lands, you can just kind of tap it and it'll kind of bend and flex it. If you're high, like these are aligned pretty good, but if you're high on either side, you can heat up this area and hit it down, and that'll help line you up there. But this one is not bad in either direction, so I'm not going to mess with it. Man, look at that. Heck yeah. So now all that's left is to darken the wedges and then heat treat the spring, and we'll be ready to roll. All right, well, here we are the next day. I just pulled this out of the temper. You can see it's got kind of like a blue tinge to it. So that should be fully heat treated and tempered, ready to roll. It is still hot. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble it. We'll pull the wedges out. And make sure that doesn't fall. Put that in there. There we go. Wedge one. And wedge two. We'll go ahead and drive those in. There we are. Make sure everything's centered as good as it can be. And there's the hammer. Go. Perfect. All right, and then we'll run it in, let it center itself up. Well, That's looking good so far. All right. Nice. Pushing open just like it should. I am happy with that. There it goes. Oh yeah. Can't beat that. Look at that. So there it is. I'm not sure what brand of Vise this is, but it is old and it's awesome, and I'm super stoked. And there it is. Works great. All right, well, I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. Not sure what model Vise it is. There's no markings on it that would tell me one way or another, and I'm not as well versed on these as some other people may be. But yeah, this started off as just a rusty Vise that he had found when he was picking, and it was missing a spring. There were no wedges in there to hold it in place, and he came over to my shop and saw my Vise that I had redone, and he's like, hey, I've got one like that. Do you think you could do it to mine? And I was like, sure, why not? And so I went ahead and I forged him a new spring that was heat treated and tempered as it should be, as well as new wedges that lined up perfect, and I'm super happy with that. Yeah, it's functions smooth, everything works as it should, but the jaws line up pretty good, and it was a fun project. I'm really glad I got to give it a shot. Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you like what you watch, please click subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought. You can find me on Facebook as Joshua Wall Trades Blacksmithing, and Instagram and TikTok as Joshua Wall_trades. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a good day. Talk to you later.